Thanks for tuning in to another episode from deltiasgaming.com. We're going to discuss Vampirism and Elder Scrolls Online, see if it's for you. There's some bonuses, but there's also some drawbacks. First off, you get a couple new abilities. Some active abilities and the one super powerful ultimate. Bat Swarm is probably the most powerful ultimate in the game. I'm going to use it right there. It AoE damage, gives you life, and then you also get some life drain, and then a defensive ability, so those are good. You also get a sneak bonus, which is really handy. You get a passive stamina regen and magic regen ability, so those are great. And then also, if it's not for you, you can end it, so that's okay too. But there are some weaknesses. You're really vulnerable to fire damage, you don't have as much health return, and you're vulnerable to some abilities in PvP. But if you want a fast-paced, high-flying character that can self-heal, this is for you. It really is. Bat Swarm like there, bang, it is amazing. So stick tuned, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Vampirism and Elder Scrolls Online. Here we are, it's time to become a vampire. So basically, every faction has their own site. I'm at Oswald's Rest. I have a little buddy here who's going to bite me. It's a good way to make money too once you've gotten the bite and leveled it up. There he's biting me. This allows me to do the quest. So after I get this, break CC, and now you notice there's a quest marker that comes up. Ceremonial Scroll. Interact with that. Sign of the Blood Matron. That's exactly what we need to do this quest. And then also you enter right there. This is in Reaper's March on Aldmeri to faction. I have my written guide that has all the other locations for different factions. So go to deltiasgaming.com if you want that, or if you're on a different faction. And if you are, why? For the Queen! Okay, the quest is pretty self-explanatory. If you don't want spoilers, please fast forward this or go to the next section. I just dropped group, just a guy who bit for cost. And you go through a generic quest here and learn basically the history of the vampires.
Walking among us requires forsaking the gods, and first, you must experience the history of our kin through our mother. There are two basins, the basin of suffering and the basin of loss. First, you must drink the basin of suffering. And after you've profaned, that is not the...
So essentially, you need to go drink out of 2 cups and listen to a story. Basin of Suffering, my personal favorite.
Ravaged me and left me for dead. A group of nomads tried to purify me with fire, but I awoke, changed.
Elder, what do you believe happened to her?
Her body was mangled, rent apart by a terrible darkness. Its corruption is still on her. I can feel it.
Is it true her wounds healed on their own?
Yes, that is why I insisted we perform this rite at once.
Elder, the girl!
No, we're too late. No, back away.
Okay, first cutscene's over. Go to the shrine. They're not big fans of Molag Bal, neither am I.
Poison us with your blood, but we survived. And from your poison, we grew. Your children are coming to defile and destroy you.
Now we go to the next little cup. Basin of Loss, my runner-up choice. I kind of ran off without watching the scene, so don't do what I did. And also, you can check the story. The cutscene's going on in the background. Apparently, I didn't want to watch it. There it is. You can see the blue lights. So really, it's just waiting for that to go forward, and then you just interact with the other symbol of Arcade. Other statue. and then you're pretty much good to go. You're going to take a dip in the lovely blood pool. That kind of makes you a vampire. And then you have to go around killing 10 little innocent other vampires and stealing their souls. So we're going to fast forward through that once we're done. So let's go take a dip. Yay, blood pool. That's not creepy. The things we do for passives. Okay, so now we're done with that. You're gonna get the quest to go around killing 10 people. We're gonna fast forward because it's boring. But let's get the worm assassins killed. Now that we've had fun killing those little guys, we come back and turn the quest in, and really that just unlocks the skill line and the ability, which you have to spend a skill point to get. So leveling is kind of slow, but take your time, because now you're a vampire. Once you get that ultimate, you will be a... So, how does vampirism work? Well, here I'm going to go prey on a couple innocent souls. I'm in Stone Falls, and basically you have 4 stages of vampirism. Each has their own strengths and unique weaknesses. I like to stay in stage 4, and I'll explain later why. Basically, it's to get the ultimate faster, really. But it also has weakened health regeneration, so that's the kind of downside of it. So stay in stage 4 usually. But let's say you want to drop your stages to get more health recovery. Basically, you have to find a humanoid character and feed on them. You sneak up behind them like I'm doing right here, get real close, feed. That's the synergy button. It's a channel here, and then it lets you drop 1 stage. Each stage is different. Stage 1 to 2 lasts 30 minutes, 2 to 3 is 60, and 3 to 4 is 90. Like I said, I stay in stage 4. I don't mind the health recovery because I'm gonna siphon health anyways, but as you can see, drop me down to stage 3. So that's kind of how feeding works. Stage 1, you take 50% more fire damage, but you can mitigate that. And then let's see how the abilities work. That's Invigorating Drain right there. That's just your siphoning ability. So really, health recovery doesn't matter if you're using that too much. Also, Poison Mist. It has a lot of magicka cast, but it reduces damage significantly. So it's kind of like an oh crap button if you're in trouble. I don't use it too often just because I have stealth as a Nightblade, but other classes might use it. Okay, so let's look at the skill line. Devouring Swarm, probably the best ultimate overall. AoE damage, it recovers health. You're just not going down if this thing goes off. This is a drain. I don't really use it too much because Nightblade has great recovery, but other classes might if they need health back. Elusive Mist, like an oh crap button. So you probably want to have it if you need something for defensive, but it has tons of cost. The passive abilities, I don't use Savage Feeding because I stay in stage 4 so I can get that ultimate up right away. Supernatural Recovery, that's amazing. 10% magic and stamina recovery, you want that. Blood Ritual, this allows you to turn other players into vampires, and you can make money off of it or just help out your buddies. You'll probably want that one. Undeath, used to be broke, but now it basically makes you harder to kill the lower your health gets, and you can really tell a difference when you're about to die. It stacks up to 33%, definitely want that. This will help your health recovery, though probably don't need it if you have a way to get health back. I just take it. And then also you gotta have this. This is what makes you the speed freak that Vampirism is. Okay, so as you can see here, that's my health recovery, so it is very low. So you have to find a new way to heal yourself. And also another way to counter Vampirism's negative effect, you have to get a flame resist jewelry piece. You do. And that can mitigate a lot of the damage. So really those 2 ways are how you can stop the downsides of the Vampirism. Giving away Vampirism's real easy. You just have to have the passive ability in the skill line. Then you come to the shrine where you got Vampirism with your buddy or some unsuspecting person. You stand by the shrine, have them stand, and then you leave the group. You have to leave the group, that's really important. So you see, check, we're out of the group. I go right behind them, just like a feed, like I would be on an NPC. Boom, feed. Use the synergy key. and does the animation, and then there they go. Now they are on their way to converting to the dark side. Oh, wrong game. Alright, let's say you want to remove Vampirism for some crazy reason. You gotta visit a Shrine of RK. Usually they're in the Mages Guild. I'm on Aldmeri Dominion, so it's in Rakala. And I go down here in the Mages Guild and just visit this priest. And all they do is remove it. So it's not a permanent thing, which makes it really nice. I go in here, see I'm stage 4 Vampirism. Walk up to this little priest. Hey, what's up, dude? I'm tired of being super overpowered. Cure me. 621 gold. It was 300 last week. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All they do is a little fancy ceremony thing, and then bang, I am a normal mortal. Let's check. You see I don't have the passes up. And then feed on the ally, that's just the buff that I use to give someone else a bite. And there you go, you're back to being normal. Well, thanks for watching the Vampire Guide. I love being a vampire, though it's not perfect on every character. I recommend it for Nightblade class, or if you like to play sneaky and really lack a powerful AoE, you gotta be a vampire. At least try it out. Give it a try. If you don't like it, you can always remove it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for other guides. I'm going to try Werewolf next, so let me level that up and make a guide for it. Always check out my site, deltiasgaming.com. Subscribe or leave a comment. What do you think about being a vampire? Thanks.